So in this video, share ko sa inyo yung top 10 work from home jobs or remote jobs for Filipinos this 2025. From creative roles to tech-savvy gigs, meron dito for everyone. So tapusin yung video until the end, and sa huli, reveal ko sa inyo yung job that changed my life and that could potentially change yours too. So tara! First one on the list is yung ating virtual assistant jobs o yung tinatawag na VAs. So mostly yung VAs natin yung nag-handle ng mga admin tasks, managing emails, scheduling, appointments, and social media. Yung compensation niya nag-range from 20,000 to 60,000 depending on experience, depending on the type of jobs, or in dollars could range from $5 to $15. So bakit siya in demand? Well, aside from a lot of companies needs VAs, napaka-versatile niya and you can easily get started, especially for beginners na may organizational skills. So some of the most important qualities are time management, communication, basic knowledge around Google Suite, and Microsoft 365 and Office suites, and then some social media management skills. So you can get these jobs from more popular platforms such as Upwork, Fiverr, and onlinejobs.ph. So number 2 on the list is yung ating mga CSR and technical support roles. So ito yung mga roles na dati ginagawa sa mga call center and BPOs, pero now it's becoming more and more a work from home or remote role already. I myself is a product of these kinds of roles for many years, to be exact around 6 or 7 years. So I'm really proud na I started with this. Hopefully you, if you're capable and willing, you can get these type of jobs as well. So may iba-ibang klase. May CSR and tech support sa phone, meron din sa chat, meron din sa emails. Range ng compensation niya is around 15K to 60K depending on your experience and the type of role that you are getting. So I'd say this is the biggest bulk in terms of available jobs. This is not just work from home. You can still apply and work as CSR and tech support in most BPO companies, hybrid or even on-site. So some of the most important skills for you to become a good CSR are empathy, of course communication, patience, problem solving, and basic understanding and familiarity with the tools na gagamitin ng company. Where do you get it? Sa mga popular job boards natin, JobStreet, LinkedIn, Monster, Caliber, Indeed, and all the other popular job boards. Pinopost na rin to sa mga freelancing websites, pero if you want to get started, really, the job boards is your best friend. Number 3 on the list is data analyst. This is a general term actually, so data is everywhere, especially in the world of tech and digital, right? It's a next level skill and niche na skill. If you're good with numbers, good with creating reports, pero ultimately, if you can get insights from reports and data, you get from website, from social media, from CRMs, from different sources, from ERPs. So I'm spitting out a lot of different areas where you can get data now, but ultimately, this is a very useful and in-demand skill that a lot of foreign and local companies are looking for. Since this is more of a niche, you're getting more from this. So it ranges from 30,000 as a beginner to you can go up to 6 digits, 100, 150 if you are really good and if you have a unique skill that companies are looking for. I think the most important skill here is critical thinking. And of course, you're good with numbers, you're good with data, and of course, that technical knowledge around the tools that you're using, whether it's Excel, yung mga databases natin, how you can navigate through it, yung mga Power BI natin, yung Google Analytics, and all the different analytics tools. In my world, in digital marketing, one of the most useful skills aside from Google Analytics is yung mga tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs. So don't worry if you're not familiar with these tools. These are more specific if you are looking for a data analyst role. So I found that LinkedIn, international job boards like Indeed, and yung mga job boards ng mga company or yung mga careers page, that's where you mostly get these kinds of jobs. So but it's very important that you really take a time understanding ano ba talaga yung role, kasi you're just scratching the surface here. The world of data analytics is very big and broad, so you want to make sure to check kung para sa'yo ba talaga to. Next on the list ang ating mga content management or no-code website administrator. So these are people who manages contents and web pages on platforms, yung tinatawag natin na CMS or Content Management System, like WordPress, Webflow, HubSpot has a CMS, and some of the other popular ones like Joomla, Shopify, Squarespace. If you are a developer, it's probably easier for you to transition to no-code, but vice versa. It could be done even if you're not a coder. This is in demand kasi a lot of companies are now using these CMSs, especially if they don't want to deal with the technical hassle ng building a website from scratch or coding the website. It's becoming a bigger role for a lot of different foreign companies. Compensation will range from 25,000 to 60,000 or even 6 digits if you're really good on it. Some of the more important skills and qualities should be basic understanding of web administration, SEO, if you have a bit of background in web design. Ultimately, you want to learn a platform, whether mag-expert ka sa WordPress or Webflow. In our case, we are advocating being good in HubSpot CMS. We'll talk about HubSpot later on the video, so watch out for that. Now in this one, aside from finding the job postings, it's very important you build a portfolio around it or really be known around that specific CMS that you're focusing on. I definitely think having a LinkedIn presence is very important. Having the certification on your chosen platform is essential. So in HubSpot, we have HubSpot certifications. In WordPress, you definitely have their own. So bottom line is, this is now another expertise na medyo niche. You gotta build that credentials and that expertise around that area. Next on the list, UI and UX designer. So UI stands for user interface and UX stands for user experience. So these are designs that create user-friendly interface for apps and websites. Some of the people I know around this niche earn from 40,000 to more than 100K. They're really good at it. Sobrang in demand niya. Honestly, I don't think there's a lot of people who are really good at this at the moment. So this is still growing. The world will never stop creating new apps and new websites. So this skill set is definitely in demand. Some of the key skills that you have to really be good at would be Figma, InDesign, Adobe XD, but you can still use yung skills natin around Canva, Photoshop, or any graphic design tool. This day and age, especially we're transitioning to everything AI, you want to make sure na yung tool mo is ready for AI. So the design process will be so much more efficient and easier. So since this is a designer role, you gotta have at least a portfolio on Behance or LinkedIn, or if you can have your own personal website, I think that's the way to go. You can have your own social media presence as well, YouTube or TikTok channel. Then this will make it easier for you to showcase yung skills mo and get clients or roles as a UI UX designer. Number 6 on the list is email marketing specialist. So the keyword here is you can create emails and campaigns that can actually drive conversions for businesses. So sa email marketing specialist, you can earn from 30 to 80,000 per month, depending again on your experience and expertise. And the reason why it's so in demand is email is still one of the biggest and most important communication tool that actually delivers a high return of investment. So ibig sabihin, people are willing to spend for good email marketers kasi ito yung nagagamit para talaga makabente, especially yung mga B2B companies. I personally was an email marketing specialist for many years, so this is something that if you're looking at this as your expertise or specialty, then I can definitely help you. So make sure to reach out to me. Check out the links on the description below. This is something that I'm confident that I can help you if this is the route you wanted to go as your work from home career. Some of the important skills and qualities that you need to have is obviously copywriting. You can get a lot of help from AI, but also good understanding of the overall environment of, we're not just talking about email here, we're talking about how do we use email to actually help a company get new customers, especially high-paying customers. So some of the popular tools are MailChimp, HubSpot, Klaviyo. You can do a quick Google search. There's a lot of email marketing tools that you can specialize at, and I think this is something I definitely would encourage everyone's watching this to take a look at because sobrang laki pa ng opportunity with email marketing. Now, number 7 is digital marketing specialist. No bias, but this is actually what I do right now. At least the general niche that I have. This is a combination of promoting businesses through different platforms: SEO, content, email, websites, paid advertising. But in my case, I do it in a platform called HubSpot, which we'll talk about again a little bit later. This kind of job as a specialist, if you're starting out, you can get around 40K to 50. But if you really get good at it, it can range from at the very least 80,000 to 150. Literally, every company would need a digital marketer in their company. Whether it's a dedicated role or a part-time, then this is no longer optional in this day and age of digital and internet. So I already mentioned some of the skills. General business skills, marketing. Ideally, if you're a marketing graduate, then that would be a major advantage. If you're not in business or marketing, some of the skills that you probably have to start learning is SEO, content creation, social media, of course. You don't have to be really good at everything, but at the very least, you understand to a level that you can deliver value to the company. Continuous learning. Kasi this thing is evolving, this keeps on growing, and as I've said, AI now is the biggest shift around it. So combining digital marketing and AI would be your best bet towards getting a career in this space. Where I'll start with YouTube. I'll learn Google. In my case, I learn a lot in LinkedIn, and the main specialty that I have is in HubSpot Academy. Number 8 on the list are video editors and animators. So whether you're editing videos for YouTube, for TikTok, specifically for a company as the in-house edit can work with an agency, there's thousands of opportunities for video editors. 10-15 years ago, I used to be a part-time video editor, so I know the space very much. And even up to this day, I edit videos for my own company and my own gigs. So I'm very, very familiar with this space. I don't think I'm the best editor. I've seen people who are really, really good at it. But I think where I can help is helping you find clients, or even turning the video editing into your business or side hustle, kasi that's a completely different skill. You can be a really, really good editor, but you can't find the right gigs or convert it to money. If you're in that situation, you can reach out to me. We can talk about it and see how we can work together so we can turn your passion and your skill set into a high-paying job. So if you do this right, you can earn at the very least 30 to 40K as a beginner, and same thing, you can go up to 6 digits. I've seen people who's, turned their life around just being a really good editor. And obviously, some of the major tools that you'll use are Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro if you're on Mac. And now, this day and age, you have CapCut, you have all these other new platforms that are rising, DaVinci Resolve. A lot of editors missing, aside from converting it to a high-paying job, is the fact that editing is actually storytelling. That's probably the main skill that I would make sure to learn it and prioritize it, because the effects and the technical side of things will come in later. What's most important is you know how to tell a story, because that's where the good editors are getting paid the most. Next on the list is CRM Specialist. So CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. So some of the top CRMs are Salesforce, Zoho, and my favorite, which is HubSpot. Compensation starts from around 30 to 40,000. This one can help you get to around 6-digit, 100K and up very easily. Why? Because it's very niche. It's not something that a lot of people do, but it's very, very in demand. The main responsibility is managing customer and future customers' data. And that's the heart of any business. Without customers, you don't have a business. Without data, there's a good chance you might not get the proper customers. The most important skills are CRM proficiency, depending on ano yung CRM na pinili mo. In my case, it's HubSpot. You can do Salesforce, you can do Zoho, you can do Monday CRM, so there's a lot of options. So attention to detail and strong analytical skills are also very, very important. How do you get it? I mean, this one is not something that you can learn overnight, but you gotta be certified with the platforms that you've chosen. Do some self-reflection. Ito ba yung route that I wanted to go with? And this channel, this is one of the key work-from-home job what we definitely can help you with. I've been a CRM specialist for more than a decade now. I've worked with a lot of international and a lot of big companies, both local and international, and it's been my bread and butter ever since. So if you need help or interested learning about becoming a CRM specialist, then this is definitely the channel for you. Last but not the least, and I think technically my most favorite, is becoming a HubSpot consultant. Let me tell you a little bit why I think it's different from a CRM specialist. Now, HubSpot is also a CRM, but it's actually also a CMS. It's also a email marketing tool. It's also a customer service tool. Remember, we've talked about all of those different skills. We just talked about a lot of different work from home jobs from 1 to 9. Actually, if you're a HubSpot specialist, then you pretty much will become good at most of these. So CMS, email, digital marketing, sales, customer service, the list goes on and on. And as you might probably expecting, you get paid more if you know more. You have more expertise, you get paid a lot more. In my experience, it ranges from around 50K to over 200 a month, depending on how good you are. So I have a lot of videos here about HubSpot, and technically, this is the one that we advocate most on this channel, because we think we have the expertise, we have the experience, and we have the capability to help you actually become a HubSpot consultant yourself if you put in the time and effort and the willingness process to actually get into this industry or this role. The demand for this have grown exponentially the last couple of years. Companies are looking for all of these in one. Now, you don't have to be expert in everything, as I've said, but HubSpot Consulting is sort of creating that direction for the company so that they'll maximize the tool, but ultimately get more efficient and effective with doing sales and marketing for their company. So I definitely start with having a LinkedIn account. This is where you can get clients or employment for this. You can start with certification in HubSpot. So if you want to get started with this, reach out to us. We have a form on this video. Actually, you can go to our website as well, or you can reach out to me on my TikTok or LinkedIn. Regardless where you reach out to me, HubSpot is the main thing that we talked about on this channel. So I highly recommend you check it out and let's talk about it. So that's it. That's top 10 in-demand work from home jobs in the Philippines for 2025. These roles offer opportunities for everyone, from beginners to experts. Alin yung pinakang interested at excited ka? Let us know on the comment section below. Pag-usapan natin. So again, my name is Lester. I hope that helps and see you on the next one.